Hey everyone, welcome to week 2 of B3 strength training. Remember, always get in a good warm-up beforehand. Do some of the moves that you've learned, knee to chest, kind of ankle rockers, reach to the sky, things of that sort before you get started. Also, not a bad idea to do a little bit of a run beforehand if you want to. The first thing that we're gonna do tonight, the first round, is gonna consist of small pogo hops and then a march with a crossbody reach. So it's gonna look like this. The first thing you're gonna do is you're gonna do little hops just like this, right? Starting to kind of get your body to warm up. The march portion of this, you are gonna go ahead as if you're stepping up. What you're then gonna do is reach across your body, right? Looking with it, and then come back, right? And then what you'll do is you'll switch and you'll do the opposite side, right? So do about 10 to 15 of each of those, and then you'll move on to round 2. Remember, you're gonna do that 3 times each. So the second thing you're gonna do, the second round, is gonna look like this. We're gonna do first what we call lateral step down. What I want you to think is that you are stepping straight down, right? Your knee stays in line with your toes, and you're not doing too much of a butt back movement. Okay, so you're trying to stay up nice and tall. If you have to, tap your toe, right, as I lose my balance a little bit, tap your toe, if you can, all the way to the heel and back up. 10 to 15 of those. The second thing you're gonna do is we're gonna do a little bit of a different bridge this time around. Lie on the floor, feet are up on the block, right? If you want a more advanced version, you're gonna go ahead and put your arms up. If not, you can leave your arms by the ground. But what you're gonna do, lift your butt up, march slowly, just like that, right? You can put your hips down if you want. If you want a little more added challenge, do a few just staying up, right? So that is what you will do for your second round, okay? 10 to 15 of each of those, 3 times as always. The third thing you're gonna do is a squat to the block on your toes. And then what you're gonna do after that is a side plank or a modified side plank with an optional hip abduction. So I'll show you what those are. So let's go ahead and do the squat on your toes. What that's gonna be, if I'm facing forward, okay, you just go up on your toes and you're going ahead and squatting while you're staying on your toes, right? Block is obviously there just for a cue. If you really want a little bit of a challenge, you can put band around your knees. So you're up on your toes, okay? Keeping your balance, going ahead, squatting down, coming back up. Okay, so that's the first thing. The second thing is gonna be a side plank, okay? Now, we sometimes modify this a little bit. If we want the modified version, you're gonna be on your knee, right? You're gonna be here. Optional, lift this leg up, or even kick it out, okay? This one, I'd say hold it a little bit longer, okay? The second one, if you really wanna do the normal side plank, you're here. If you want the hip abduction, you could just lift up, okay? So those are the 2 choices. For the third round, give that a shot, see how it goes. I'd say hold the side plank, let's go 20 to 30 seconds. If that's too hard, decrease that a little bit. The last one we're gonna do, we're gonna repeat from last week, the deadlift, right, with the block. Some of you did simply the hip hinge, right, where you're making sure back stays flat, hips are driving back, slight knee bend. You're here. We're gonna go ahead and do just the pull up here, right? So this is the first one of the 4th round, right? You can also, if you want to get a little bit more, hold it here and go down a little bit farther, right? Those are your 2 options for the first one. The last thing we're gonna do on the agenda is a high plank with a shoulder tap. So we did the high plank last time where you're positioned here. I said if you get fatigued, you can go here, right? But you're gonna start here. What you're gonna do, tap, okay? You're trying to really keep your body stable. So if I turn, I'm here, I'm stacked over my hands, tapping, right? I don't wanna see too much of the whole body rotation to do that. All right, let's go 10, right? Each shoulder counts as 1. Give that a shot and see how it goes.